introduce you to our presenters. We have Rachel Orr from Rachel Orr, she's the Business and Conference Attraction Officer at Albury Wodonga, and we have Sally Coyle, is the Industry Partnerships Manager at the Yarra Rangers Tourism. But we'll start off with Rachel Orr from Visit Albury Wodonga. As part of the Visit Albury Wodonga team, Rachel assists business event organisers to bring the event to Albury Wodonga. So from sourcing the best venues, producing tailored destination beats to planning support, Rachel is your dedicated resource for business events in Albury Wodonga. Over to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Stephanie. So as Stephanie said, I'm the Business and Attraction Officer for Visit Albury Wodonga. So just to explain, Visit Albury Wodonga is a joint partnership between Albury Council and Wodonga Council. So I evenly represent both cities, and we promote the cities as one tourist destination and business event destination. So welcome to Albury Wodonga. We're closer than you think. So Albury Wodonga is located on the New South Wales and Victorian border. We have great access from all capital cities, from some capital cities. So we do offer direct flights from Sydney, Melbourne, and recently announced Brisbane through QantasLink. So we do have Rex Airlines that operates out of our major airport, as well as QantasLink. Geographically, we're in a prime location. So from both city centres, the airport is only approximately 7 kilometres from the city centres. We also have fantastic road and rail access from both Sydney and Melbourne. So driving distance, it's only a 3.5-hour drive straight up the Hume Highway to Albury Wodonga. We also have fantastic rail access as well. So you can also jump on a train and head straight up here. So recently it was announced that Bonza Airlines will be flying out of our airport to the Sunshine Coast, and they'll be operating 2 flights a week. So that's some recent news that's exciting for our airport. I would also like to mention how we are a gateway destination. So we are really a gateway to Northeast Victoria as well as the Murray region. So we're only a half-an-hour drive from the beautiful Rutherglen wine region, and also an easy self-drive to the Victorian High Country and also other towns just along the Murray River. So Albury Wodonga is really a regional destination that has it all. We have a delegate capacity of 1,000. As mentioned before, we do have really great access here. So with direct flights from Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane daily, we have over 60 accommodation providers and over 4,000 beds available, over 100 restaurants, and we're located on the beautiful Murray River. So we do actually have over 6 kilometres of Murray River frontage that runs through both our cities. We really offer the atmosphere of a regional destination in a beautiful natural setting, but we do also have the amenities of a city. So I just have a short video to show you, just to give you an overview of what you can expect from our destination as a business event and conference destination.
Rachel, sorry, you may have to turn on the sound.
Sorry, is the sound not working?
No.
Let me just try that again. My apologies there. So that video just gave you a slight taste of what we have on offer here. So across Albury Wodonga, we do have over 18 venues, ranging from purpose-built convention and entertainment centres, which are great for large-scale conferences, to beautiful modern hotels and resort-style venues with accommodation attached as well. If you're looking for something unique, we do also have a range of galleries which you can hire for exclusive functions and dinners. And we also have beautiful green spaces. So if you're looking at doing something different, you can fully customize these green spaces to offer cocktail functions. You can set up marquees for dinners and things like that as well. I won't take you through all our venues. I'm just going to take you through a highlight of the range of things that we do have available. And I will mostly focus on the Victorian side in Wodonga. So firstly, I'll just take you through what our largest venue here is. So that's the Albury Entertainment Centre, which is located right in the heart of Albury CBD. So this is a purpose-built convention and entertainment centre. They have one building that houses a main theatre, which has 800 fixed tier seats. In the building right next door is what's called the convention wing, which offers a flat floor space which is fully customisable and can be broken up into various breakout spaces as well. It can accommodate over 1,000 people theatre style and 750 banquet. This room also has an intimate theaterette which can fit up to 170. So if you're looking for an intimate breakout space, there's definitely lots of options at this venue. So moving over to Wodonga, their largest venue is the Cube. So this is another great option for mid-size conferences. This is yet again a purpose-built performance centre that has really flexible floor spaces. So they do have tiered seating, which can be fully removed to utilise the flat floor. And this flat floor space can also be broken up into 3 separate spaces. They have a beautiful foyer area, which is great for welcome receptions and cocktail functions. And there is also a choice of small meeting spaces throughout this venue as well. So right next door to the Cube is our newest venue called Wodonga Library Gallery. You can actually use both the Cube and the Hyphen together as one venue. So this venue was opened up mid last year and offers a number of intimate private breakout spaces, as well as a community studio that can fit at least 60 people theatre style. There is a beautiful green space that joins both these buildings, which you can use for cocktail functions, or there is also the wonderful sculpture terrace at Hyphen, which looks over this green space, which is also another great option for functions. So another great venue that Wodonga does have is Hugh and Hill. So this is actually attached to the Quest Wodonga, which has accommodation options and some other breakout spaces as well that you can utilise. Both these buildings are attached by a walkway, so they are literally right next door to each other. So Hugh and Hill offers one large function space for up to 200 people, and then this space can be broken into 2 separate rooms. They have beautiful natural lighting throughout this building and also a private deck area which you can use for functions. So as I mentioned, right next door to the Hugh and Hotel is the Quest Wodonga, which can be used for additional breakout spaces to Hugh and Hill. They offer 80 rooms, which are modern and contemporary spacious rooms, which do have apartment facilities as well. Both these venues, Quest Wodonga and Hugh and Hill, do work really closely together. So if you do want to deal with just the one person and have one invoice by utilising both these venues, both venue managers are really open to working with you to make it easy. I'd also like to mention that both these venues are within a really close proximity to Wodonga CBD. If you're looking for an additional accommodation option, which is close to those venues that I've just mentioned, we do also have the Blazing Stump Motel and Suites, and which also offers some meeting rooms as well. They have over 66 rooms, including VIP suites with a spa. They're modern, spacious, and they also have quite a variety of different accommodation options that you can choose from. On top of that, they do also offer function space and meeting rooms too. So as I mentioned before, across both Albury Wodonga, we do have over 4,000 beds close to the CBDs, and we do have some of the well-known hotel chains, including the Yarra. We have 3 Quest properties, the Mantra, Best Westerns, and McEwer's. So if you're looking to host an offsite dinner, or you're looking for restaurants that do group dining options, we do have quite a number of local restaurants that can accommodate. Our restaurants are really focused on showcasing our local produce and also our local wineries, being close to the Rutherglen wine region and also the King Valley wine region. We have the River Deck Cafe, which is located right on the Murray River. So this is our only restaurant which is located on the river. This venue can be booked exclusively for dinners for up to 80 people. I'd also like to mention that this restaurant won the best restaurant in the New South Wales Tourism Awards this year. We also have Miss Amelie's in Wodonga, and this is a very well-known award-winning restaurant which offers modern European fine dining, which is in the heart of Wodonga CBD. Yet again, their capacity is 80 people, and you can book this restaurant out exclusively for group dinners. Then we do also have the Good Shed. So this is a rustic pub, which is well set up to host large dinners as well as cocktail receptions. They have a really flexible menu option. So if you're looking for something a little bit more refined than what's on their generic function menu, the chef and the owner are more than happy to work with you to accommodate what you are looking for your group. I will also mention the Good Shed does have an additional private meeting room, which can fit up to 50 people as well, theatre style. I know I did mention that the River Deck is the only venue we've currently got on the Murray River. Recently announced the Good Shed has purchased a venue which is located in Gateway Village on Murray River, and they're going to be refurbishing this venue to offer another venue that has large function spaces, including a space to fit up to 300 people, sit down dinners. They are hoping to have this opened by the end of the year, and we'll definitely keep Business Events at Victoria updated with what's going on with this venue. So I will also mention both Miss Amelie's and the Good Shed are located in the heart of Wodonga in this beautiful precinct called Junction Place. So this is an exciting urban space which used to be the historic railway station and the rail yards in central Wodonga. So these old historic railway buildings have been repurposed into a modern dinner precinct. They also have a beautiful green space which you can hire out for large-scale events, and the catering can be provided by the surrounding restaurants such as Miss Amelie's and also the Good Shed. So in addition to all our venues, we do have quite a wide variety of activities and experiences that you can do here. We basically have every kind of nature on our doorstep. So we do have the Murray River and also Lake Hume, over 90 kilometres of tracks and trails through beautiful green spaces, as well as beautiful parklands. I'm just going to highlight some of our key experiences, and we did actually use these experiences as part of our Famil program last year. So just 15 minutes out of Albury Wodonga is the magnificent Lake Hume. So this is 6 times the volume of Sydney Harbour. You can do lots of water sports out there, kayaking, canoeing, paddleboarding, or you can just wander around the banks and just take in the spectacular views. There is also the Hume Dam Wall, which you can actually walk across as well. One of our key attractions that we do have here is called the Yindyamarra Sculpture Walk, which is located right beside the Murray River. So this is a collection of sculptures which were designed by local Indigenous artists that show their relationship to the Murray River. We can also organise group tours with First Nations guides to take you through these sculptures, or you can do a self-guided walk as well. Just on the outskirts of Albury Wodonga is Walkie Farm. So this is a family-owned regenerative local farm, and they grow their own local produce to use within their own cafe, which they have in Albury, and also distribute locally to other local restaurants and cafes as well. So you can actually organise a private group tours out through the farm. You can also organise bike hires or just wander through our beautiful tracks and trails that we do have along the Murray River. So some other unique experiences, group experiences, team building activities that we have is you can do art classes at the Murray Art Museum in Albury. So you can actually do an art class with a local artist such as painting, ceramics, drawing. One of our unique venues we've got here is what's called the Fruit Flying Circus. So this is actually a local circus school for people aged between 8 to 19. And you can actually organise group team building workshops at this venue. The other option you can do is you can actually organise to view the kids in training, so you can actually see them performing or training to learn circus skills. We have many other beautiful green spaces that you can go through, so you can do tours through the Botanic Gardens. We did also organise a private yoga class in the Botanic Gardens, which is something we can do for groups if you're looking for that bit of mindful relaxation experience. I also mentioned our location, that we're nice and close to the Rutherglen wine region. So it's only a 30-minute drive to the Rutherglen wine region, where we can organise tours of the wineries through there. So as Stephanie mentioned, I'm your dedicated resource here at Albury Wodonga. So I'm here to make your life easy and make it easy for you to bring your events to our town. So I can offer planning support, I can help you source venues, accommodation services, I can request quotes on your behalf. I'm more than happy to host site inspections here. I'm the person that has local knowledge, so I can help with pre and post touring options, destination marketing material, whatever you need, I'm here to help. So I will just mention that this year we have released a new business and event website on our current tourism website, Visit Albury Wodonga. So if you'd like to find out more on all our venues that we have here, this is a great website you can go to search for venues via delegate capacities and just find out other information that you need to bring business events here. We do also have a business event planner guide, which I'm more than happy to provide the link to, so you can see all the variety of venues that we have across both our cities. I will also mention that we are looking to run an annual famil program, and we're hoping to have this kicking off in October this year. So I'd more than happy to work with Business Events Victoria to contact their clients to see if anyone has an expression of interest to attend any of our famil programs. So I'm more than happy to get information out when we've got more details on that as well. I will also mention that we're going to be exhibiting at AIM this year. So if you are down there, please feel free to come and have a chat to me in person if you want any more information about our beautiful destination.
Thanks, Rachel. That was very good. Moving on, Sally is having issues with her Wi-Fi connection, so I'll show you a video that she's made. Just bear with me 1 second. While we're still waiting for, sorry about that. While we're still waiting for Sally to come on, perhaps maybe, you know, does anyone have any questions for Albury Wodonga for Rachel that she can, you know, assist and answer if anyone has any questions while we wait for Sally to get back on. And I'll check with Sally and see if she can come on soon.
I'll ask a question, Steph, just to inspire, get everyone going. Everyone, don't be shy. Turn your cameras on. Rachel, is the entertainment centre in Albury, is that still, the redevelopment still going ahead for that? Is that all still planned, and what's the latest on that project?
Yeah, so there are plans in place to redevelop our entertainment centre to offer a bigger capacity and further breakout spaces. So the plans are ready to go. They were hoping to start, to get things in motion 2022, 2023. So we haven't got confirmed dates of when it's going to happen. We're still waiting for an update of what's happening there, but they definitely do have plans, and I have been assured there'll be some form of redevelopment happening really soon.
Yeah, great.
Can I ask a question, please? I missed the beginning of the presentation. Sorry, I couldn't find the link. What accommodation options are there in that Albury Wodonga area? And sorry, it looks like I'm naked, but I actually do have clothes on. It's hot in Brisbane today. I just realised I look like I'm sitting here with no clothes on.
That's really good.
So accommodation options in that area. Can you give us an overview on those, please?
Yeah, so we do have over 60 accommodation properties, over 4,000 beds available across Albury Wodonga. We do have some of the bigger hotel chains here. So we've got Atura, we've got Mantra, we have 3 Quest properties, we've got Best Westerns, Quality Suites, and then a range of independent operators as well. So you have fantastic options for accommodation. We've got lots here, so we've got a big capacity. So, you know, we can easily do big conference sizes of, 500 plus and be able to find accommodation for everyone.
Okay, thank you.
I'll share our business event website in the comments, as well as our business event planner as well, which does include information on all our venues as well as accommodation too.
Hi, Sally. You back on? All good?
Hello, yes, we're back on. We had a few technical issues, but it's a little bit unstable here at the moment at Puffingbilly Railway, and they're moving some new rolling stock into the museum. So yeah, it's just a little bit noisy, and it may get noisy again. So I'm here to answer questions, but we have a video to show you. Yes.
Yeah, we have already showed the video to start with.
Oh, fantastic.
While waiting for you to get back on. I have your presentation ready, so just let me know when to flip the slide to the next slide. So I'll start with your slide. So I'll share screen now, so just bear with me. All right, ready. Over to you, Sally.
All right, well, hello everybody, and thank you. I'm stepping in for my colleague Rachel, who is our business events manager at Yarra Ranges Tourism for the Yarra Valley and the Dandenong Ranges. And if you're not aware of the region, we're roughly an hour's drive from Melbourne's CBD and also from Melbourne's airport. Our area offers conferencing facilities to suit all size events and trade shows. We also have a range of venues for more intimate corporate retreats and training sessions. So there's direct access to premium wineries and restaurants associated with them. Quite a few of our business event venues are attached to wineries, but not exclusively. There's also a range of hybrid interactive team building and incentive tours that we can accommodate. Accommodation is also available from sort of 24 rooms to 100 room venues. And these venues are scattered throughout the Yarra Valley and the Dandenong Ranges. So if any of you are aware of some of the more familiar townships of Hillsville, Marysville, Yarra Glen, and also in the closer towards the sort of city end as well, in Belgrave, that area. So we've Yarra Valley and Dandenong Ranges. We've got a new event planner's guide, which we're going to share with you, and it makes it easy to create unique and also memorable experiences. Next slide, please, Stephanie. So what you can expect, I think we've already played that video, is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we can move on to the next slide. So these are some of the activities that can be bundled in with any of your requirements. So in terms of nature and mindfulness, we've got some images here that will show some of the diverse product that we offer. So we've got yoga at the Cheeky Fox Retreat. There's abseiling, caving, river rafting, sledding, mountain biking, etc. And that's courtesy of Warburton Adventure Company. Mountain biking with Holmesglen at Eden, but also throughout the Dandenong Ranges, and also the mountain bike hub that is being constructed at Warburton. And then of course there's the famous rail trails, the Lilydale to Warburton. Hot air ballooning. So we partner with Global Ballooning, who do flights over Melbourne, but also early morning flights over the Yarra Valley, and that takes off from Balgownie, which is one of our conference and events venues, and that's followed by champagne breakfast. That enables the groups to starting the day early, but then they've got the whole day ahead, and that can be bundled with other options such as golf. There's rainforest walks with 1 hour out, and that's the next slide, please, Stephanie. So there's some virtual and hybrid experiences as well. We can see here Hillsville Sanctuary. So there's animal interactions and with Hillsville Sanctuary, wine tasting and at Levantine Hill. And I'm just looking at a couple of our other options. Yeah, we've got Oak Ridge Wines, De Bortley Wines, Innocent Bystander, and Rob Dolan Wines. And all of those will be able to offer bespoke masterclass packages, depending on the size of the group. We've got there a lovely picture of Tarrawarra Museum of Art, and we've also got things like cooking classes with 1 hour out. Next slide, please, Stephanie. Some more action and adventure, and this is a product that exists in the Yarra Valley and the Dandenong Ranges, and they're really able to create bespoke experiences for conferencing events and MICE groups. So we've got archery, we've got obviously the balloons there as well. We've got gin masterclasses and rum masterclasses with some of our bespoke distilleries, from the very large and well-known such as Four Pillars to the more micro ones such as Naut Gin and Ginfinity and Killick Rum. And then we've also got, again, wildlife and food classes that you can do with bush food and walking in nature. Next slide, please, Stephanie. Here is an overview of some of the venues. In our top left-hand corner, we have Yarra Valley Lodge, and that's also situated on the same location as the Heritage Golf Course. So combined packages can be done there. We've got Levantine Hill there with the helicopter, and that is now our largest conference and events venue. That can stand up to 400 people cocktail, and I think it's 300 people as a sit down. On the bottom left-hand corner, we've got the stunning architecture of Bunjil Place, and that also, as well as having a theatre, conference and events facilities, art gallery, it also has an outdoor atrium area that is used in a similar way to Fed Square, and that's in Narrawarring, so really good access on the Monash Highway directly to Melbourne or from the airport. And then inside we've got a foyer shot there of Peppers of Marysville. Next slide, please, Stephanie. Again, a little bit more of an overview of the range of accommodation options available. So we offer we have a lot of bespoke, smaller accommodation options. If you had smaller requirements for smaller team building or indeed leadership getaways, then there's options there. We've got the well-known places like Balgownie Estate, the little Nissan hut that you can see up on the top right-hand side. That's sort of based in nature, and that's located outside the township of Yarra Glen. So again, really close to conferencing facilities, and there are transport options in region to assist with that. And then you've got on the bottom right-hand side, in the valley, which is a large estate. It's a private estate that you hire out. It can accommodate up to 27 people. It has pool facilities, pool room facilities as well, opportunities to do yoga in the garden, etc. So it can be as intimate or as large and corporate as you need it to be. Thanks, Stephanie. Next slide. Some of the dining options that are available. On our top left-hand side, we have Puffing Billy Railway, and that can be hired as a private Pullman carriage. Pullman being the old historical carriages used by the Orient Express, and that's for the steam and cuisine. Luncheon option can also be an evening dining option as well. We've got places like Domaine Chandon, Innocent Bystander, and Levantine Hill. So whether it's fine dining or whether it's sort of more en famille shared group catering, then these are all attached to wineries except for Puffing Billy. And so there's options there for food and wine. Next slide, please, Stephanie. Other activities that can be off-site group activities include, of course, cherry picking when in season. There are 2 large sites now in the Yarra Valley, both on the Maroondah Highway and the Warburton Highway. Then we've got other options such as, that will come to you, such as the Posh Palais that can set up long table lunches. We've got the food and wine matching and masterclasses, and that can be combined with local produce as well. So a bit of a meet the maker on site from where you are. Thanks, Stephanie. Next slide. So that comes to the end of the presentation. I hope that Rachel's video was able to give you a really good insight into, or an overview of what we can offer here in the Yarra Valley and the Dandenong Ranges. The QR code there will take you straight to the planner's guide, and Rachel's details are there. But of course, if there are any questions, I'm really happy to answer them. I work with our industry and have done so for 10 years. And it's fantastic to see the development of really great bespoke and corporate packages. We've only just given you a really brief insight, so the planner's guide will have a lot more detail. Thank you.
Perfect. Sounds wonderful, Sally. Thank you. Thank you for that. I like the sound of the champagne breakfast.
The champagne breakfast after your early morning balloon flight.
Right.
I've done it a couple of times, and it is absolutely amazing. I live here as well, but seeing it from above is fantastic, and you get a real sense of where you are. And then having the champagne breakfast just kind of finishes off the day. It's a real bucket list activity.
That sounds wonderful. Right. We still have time for questions. We can open the floor for question for Sally. If anyone has anything that they'd like to ask Sally, you can turn on your mic and ask away. I have a question for you, Sally, if there's no
Sure.
With the Puffing Billy, the private Pullman carriage, how many people can they seat for a private, luncheon or dinner?
I think for the private carriage, I think it's 30 in that particular carriage. There is just one carriage at the moment that offers that. However, there is also the rides on the train, and that capacity, I think, is up to 200. And that's where you can sit on the seals with your legs dangling over the side, crossing all the trellis bridges, and then traversing through the beautiful cool climate rainforest of the Dandenong Ranges. It's really quite spectacular. Then there are options once you come here to where I am presenting from today at the new Lakeside Visitor Experience Centre. It's state of the art. It's won some architectural awards, and they have, at the visitor centre here, they have a cap of 200 people in the theatre, and they can do 200 as a cocktail. So you can actually get the train from Belgrave, arrive here at the Lakeside Visitor Centre. It's a beautiful new sustainable building, totally accessible, and have your conference or event here. There's also some smaller meeting rooms as well. And there's other things that you can do associated with it. So you can ride one way and then cycle back along the beautiful path that goes alongside Puffing Billy. So there's some of those activity adventures that can be done as well. All of those details are in the trade manual with the capacity and also the activities that you can do both on site and also the complementary off-site activities that people can do. I don't know if it would be of use for me to quickly run through the size of some of the venues so you can see the sort of capacity. We know that some of the smaller venues can be for 10 people, but then we've got places like Levantine Hill that can have a capacity of up to 500 for cocktail, and actually 230 for theatre. Bunjil Place that I mentioned has 300 and 430 as cocktail, and their theatre has 400. With all of these venues have great AV facilities as well. So yeah, that gives you an idea of the size of some of the venues down to the very sort of smaller boutique options.
Yeah. That's perfect. Does anyone have anything else?
Any questions to fire at me?
Even you know, if you want to throw some to Rachel from Albury Wodonga, please feel free to do that. That's all right. Otherwise, well, that will bring us to the end of the session. Chris, would you like to say anything else? Chris, did you have anything to say?
No, I'd just like to obviously thank both Rachel and Sally. Sally's been called up at the very last minute and I think taken a time out of a workshop to actually be here and present to you all today. So this is the spirit that you get when you go to regional Victoria. I think whatever needs to happen, we'll just make it happen kind of thing, whether it be internet dropping out or whatever it might be, we'll kind of make it work for you all. So really appreciate everyone coming along to these sessions. They're really a valuable way for us to be able to get destinations in front of our lovely clients and things, and be able to actually show the diverse nature that we actually have available to everyone out in regional Victoria. And there are so many options, and I think there's a real opportunity to explore the depths and breadths that regional Victoria has, and actually get out there and be surprised by what you can actually find out in regional Vic. Steph, well done to you as well. I think you've jumped through hoops this morning trying to get this session up and running. So well done for pulling the session again together. Probably just from a Bev perspective, you know, we'll be down at AIM as well. So will the guys at Yarra Valley Tourism will be there as well. So we are going to host some networking drinks. So if you're not a hosted buyer and coming down to the show, or even if you are a hosted buyer, we will be sending out an invite to all our clients to come and see us down at the show on the Tuesday afternoon. So look forward to seeing you all there. From a Bev perspective, as you are a bit of a closed group, just some exciting news from our point of view. We're in the proceeds of launching a new website and a new brand for Business Events Victoria. So that's all coming online in the next couple of weeks, which will be really exciting. And again, hopefully provide a really useful tool for you all to be able to explore and find new destinations and venues in regional Vic. And Rachel and Sally and all their partners and things will be available to be viewed and things on the website. So we look forward to bringing you that to you all very soon. But Sally, you got a quick follow-up?
Thanks so much, Chris. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support in helping us to accommodate a bit of a change, and also wanted to say that actually the internet is working here really well. It was just that there's some earth-moving equipment that they're putting in a new train into the museum here, and so that has just disrupted things a little bit. And then once those works are finished, which will be in the next couple of weeks, it's all good to go. But I have to say a shout out to Puffing Billy, who were able to just move me from one part of the venue to another. I'm in one of their private meeting rooms and it's all working swimmingly now.
Beautiful. But thanks, Steph. Over to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Rachel. And to everyone, if you'd like to have a chat with me after the session, you can book a call through the Big Breakout website. I'll pop the link on the website for you. I'm also available for coffee catch up in person now that the work from home mandate has been lifted. I can also do virtual catch ups. So whichever way that's convenient for you, just reach out to me. I'd love to have a chat. Thank you for your time, everyone. We look forward to seeing you in our next session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.